HMG, the recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment. HMG. Hami Media Group. This is your next level wrestling review. And this is NXT.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I am the reporter, the people, the man on the planet, Big Ray, here to stay to talk some lucha libre, which is your Spanish lesson for wrestling today. I'm trying to figure this out here. You don't hear this, do you? When I'm playing little gimmicks.
What am I supposed to be hearing?
Well, you know how I use the little gimmick schnabbits to play like little sound bites.
Yeah.
I don't hear it. Anyway, doesn't matter. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I do my whole spiel, like the reporter, the people, the man on the planet, Big Ray, to stay to talk some lucha libre, which is your Spanish lesson for wrestling today. Did I do that already?
Yes.
Oh, great. Well, then, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the one, the only, the vet. He's a Rip Rogers guy. The vet. Vet. Rip Rogers guy. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the 3-time scented candle wrestling champion. I don't know anymore. I don't even know what to say anymore. He's a Rip Rogers guy. Ladies and gentlemen, is the one, the only, Jamie, the Vet Williams. Jamie, what's going on, brother?
The scented candle, the scent was the new game smell.
It was the new game smell.
Every time, you know?
I'm having fucking issues here with my Roadcaster.
Are you?
I really am. But I figured I'd do this. While you're putting over who's in the chat, because, you know, we do have the chat, and the chat's awesome. It's one of our favorite things in the world. I will figure this out.
Okay.
How's that sound?
I guess that's my cue to put over the chat.
Please.
Which I'm going to do. And we're going to start off with a special one because I don't see him every day, but I'm glad to see him today. Big Josh Hinkle's in the house, right? Did you know that?
Big Josh Hinkle.
Big Josh Hinkle's in the house.
Do you know Big Josh? He's pretty over.
I know of Big Josh. Yes, I'm very aware of Big Josh. And I'm also very aware of Bobo, even though he just immediately popped out of my list right now. But I'm sure he'll be right back. Future Hall of Famer Canada Spaceman is here. Cold Blooded is here. Aaron Ben Shlomo is here. Now, you may know him as Nobody Worth to Remember. He's undergone a name and profile pic change. So, you know, he's one of our favorites as well. Frank's Pickle Barrel Ass, of course. The great Cujo is here. And Lisbeth has popped in. And I'm sure we'll get a few more as we go. There's Bobo. He showed back up. See? So, you know, YouTube Bobo. Screwing up. You know how it is. They can't be relied on anything. Google has all the money in the world, can't get shit right. So, but that's who we're working with right at the moment. Ray, have you solved the mystery?
No, I don't know what the fuck is going on over here.
So what exactly does this mean that we won't be able to get any drops or sound bites here?
I don't think so. It's a little fucking frustrating here.
So if someone were to say Andre Chase, we would have no way of confirming it.
I'm fucking pressing the button right now. I swear to you.
Oh no.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe if I turn my phone off and turn it back on, you think that'll help?
It is the #1 tech support solution to all problems.
I'm gonna do that right now. Anyway, how was your week, buddy?
That was fine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Did a podcast or two. No big deal.
What'd you do?
Well, it's the Impact Attack, which you can catch every, as Bobo here has, we can
Bobo.
tell he's familiar with tech support on one side or another.
I get it, but I don't have to actually plug anything in or out. It's wireless.
Well, it's just an expression. It's an expression, Ray. Like, you know what he means, right?
Should I hit it like you hit a TV?
I don't know. Sometimes that does work. Sometimes that's a legit answer.
I wasn't having problems with this before. Like before we got on. It was perfect. God damn it. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you a little bit.
Really?
You know, you do have the yeah, I do. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. See, it's not the same, man.
It's not the same. We'll have to do them all live. We'll have to do them live. You can't even hit that one. We can't even hit the fuck it. We'll do it live one.
I'm gonna try this again. Hold on. Anyway, so did you get a chance to watch the movie I asked you to watch?
Yes. I saw the movie, which is called The Peacemaker, starring John Cena.
Is it?
It's a movie.
Oh, well. Is it a movie?
No, it's not anything else.
All right, I'm going to test this out. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Nothing.
Oh, jeez. Well,
I don't understand.
I guess we're going to have to carry this with our charisma then.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
What was it? What was the thing?
I am the game. You don't want to play me.
Oh, too soon.
Jesus.
I really do wish.
Oh, wow.
I really do wish Triple H. I really do wish him the best.
Do you really?
Yes.
You know, Vet, you know what we have?
Because I watched NXT last night.
Is a teachable moment.
Sorry, I pressed it wait while you were talking. I didn't do that on purpose.
That's fine.
We have a teachable moment, and you're about to do that. That's why I wanted to put you over.
Oh yeah. I was just saying, like I watched NXT last night, so it really makes me miss Triple H.
So, do you really? Me too. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this over right now. We may disagree this week. Maybe.
Okay.
I actually put it in the description. I actually enjoyed NXT a lot this week.
Let me read this description here.
Well, I did. I enjoyed the show. I thought the crowd was fucking hot as hell. And we'll talk about that later. But what did you read the description? Do you think I did a good job? Anyway. So what did you think of Peacemaker, dude? So far there's four and we haven't jumped into the 3 count. It's really not much to the it's more gonna be like a 15 count. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about Peacemaker, man. What did you think of the overall thing? Now, I think we should do this like we do every time we talk about a movie or a TV show. Now it's only 4 episodes, I believe. I don't know how many episodes this is supposed to go, but I do know that it's super popular. It's doing very, very well on HBO Max. Spoiler alert. Is that fair?
Well, I really don't have any spoilers to talk about. If you do, that's one thing, but I'm just going to talk in generalities for the most part, I believe.
Okay. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to play 10 seconds of this music. Okay? And as I fade it out, that's going to be your gimmick to either fast forward if you're or if you're watching live, you got to go take a shit. You can do that too. Agreed, Bet?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here we go. This is your spoiler alert gimmick. And here we go. Spoilers are coming. We're 5 seconds in. You can fast forward anytime you want. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. John Cena dies. First episode.
Oh, jeez.
God damn it. What?
What are they going to do for the rest of the episodes? It also turns out that Darth Vader was the Peacemaker's father all along.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Luke, I am your father. He never said Luke. Remember that.
Right.
You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that Mandela effect thing did not apply to me. I never thought that he said that.
Really?
You know what's funny about the Mandela effect? It's
What?
like the thing it's named after is something that I never believed.
Well,
So
I
it makes
did.
me think it makes me think that it's just like the majority of people are just ignorant and don't pay attention to shit.
Oh shit. All right, so let me ask you a question. Am I the only one here? And I want the chat. Chat, I want you guys right now to put a Y for yes or N for no, okay? And Vet, I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna cough button. Anyway. When I say cough button, I don't actually hit it. Anyway. Did anyone here, besides myself, believe or remember Meatloaf already being dead? Because when I heard he died the other day, I was like, hasn't he been dead since like for like 5-6 years or something like that? Am I the only one? Chat, seriously, I never ask you for anything. I never ask you for anything. Why for yes and for no? Did anyone else besides myself think that Meatloaf was already fucking in the oven? You know, like overdone.
And here comes the ends.
Here we go.
That's a big
No.
end for me too, by
Really?
the way.
Really? Nobody else? God damn. I guess everybody knows the Berenstain Bears, right?
Yeah. Now that one I did misremember that one, which is pretty bizarre, you know, when you
Fuck,
find
though.
out about it.
Yeah, I know.
But if you thought Nelson Mandela died in prison, you're just a fucking dumb motherfucker.
No, I
Sorry.
did. Oh, thanks. Well, I guess I'm a dumb
Sorry.
motherfucker. No, it's fine.
Sorry,
I'm used to it.
Ray.
Nope. You don't have
Sorry.
to apologize. Nope, you don't have to fucking apologize. I get this.
I say dummy. Dummy. Yeah.
See, it's much better. Yes. Oh, Frank's Pickle Barrel Ass says yes, but he's probably fucking just
He's the only one.
he's fucking with me.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But anyway,
Anywho,
so what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Peacemaker. So
so Peacemaker, man. So what do you think of this?
in general, this has all the typical trappings of a James Gunn production. You know, like every single character is a sarcastic smartass. They argue about, you know, minute shit and try to make that into comedy. There's like a soundtrack that is an equal mix of just not quite popular music and just not quite obscure enough music, like to make you feel like, you know, it's like a overdone pop music soundtrack. And a lot of F words. It's almost like someone that's just, you know,
Learn how
their
to
parents
curse.
have just given them the green light and they are going nuts with it, going overboard. At this point, I think the James Gunn stuff is like a little bit self-aware. So he knows what he's doing and he plays it up. It's kind of what with the Suicide Squad, which Peacemaker appeared in originally with John Cena playing him. That's where it kind of started, where I kind of feel like he's going overboard with his flavor of Guardians of the Galaxy. Without Disney to check him, he's just going nuts and it's a little too much. But other than that, I find the story interesting. Now, I'm a comic book fan, but I would be lying if I said that I know anything about most of the characters that they're using for these. Like, I know the big DC characters. I was always more of a Marvel guy.
Well, you
but-
don't know Judo Kid.
Yes, exactly. Like Judo Master. Yep. Sorry. Didn't have his trading card when I was a child.
Oh.
But
Oh, Judo Master. I even said his
yeah.
name wrong.
yeah, I thought you did that on purpose. But
No. Don't know who it is. I know Batman.
yeah, right. You know, we know Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, which they make a joke about Aquaman in this.
Aquaman's dope, bro.
And a joke about Batman too. So they get to call out these characters and stuff. So I don't know. For me, it's just okay right now. But I do find myself intrigued with the pace of it, and they're telling an interesting story. So I want to see where they're going with the story. But it is just kind of a little bit of too much James Gunn. You know what I mean? Like the James
feel
Gunn
you.
people know. Lisbeth probably knows. You've probably seen enough James Gunn stuff to be like, all right, this is a little too James Gunn. Can we pull back on the James Gunn now?
Well, you know what I do like about it? I think John Cena does a really great job at playing that character of being, you know, I mean, he's like a goofball superhero that's not supposed to be sensitive because his father, you know, basically trained him to be a killer, but he's got a great heart. So I found myself really liking John Cena's character a lot. I thought they did a great job, man, with this so far, and I'm excited to see the rest of the gimmick, the rest of the show. I think it's going to be good, and I've enjoyed every single episode. There's a lot more blood than I thought it would be. Like when he was trying to clip the dude's toe off. Remember when he had him all tied up in the chair? What's his name? The karate guy? Oh God,
Vigilante.
All right, so Vigilante. If so, you know comic books. Do you know about Vigilante?
No. I'm sorry.
His character is not a goofy guy. He's but they turned him into like a super serious like Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe.
He
They
looks
turned him
like
to
that.
well, they turned him into that's basically what he's based on, from what I understand. But they turned him into like more of a Deadpool character. How Deadpool is fucking, smart ass, like Spider-Man, like fucking little.
Well, like I said, everybody's a smart ass character in these movies because you only got one guy writing it, and he writes smart ass, sarcastic characters. So,
Word.
I mean, which is fine, but
Well,
I kind of feel like you got to save that for certain characters.
I quite enjoy it. I quite enjoyed it. Let me see. What does it say here? Yohimbo. He says that I read somewhere that the porn industry is more powerful than Hollywood. Is that true?
Now, what do you mean now? It always has been.
Facts. Hashtag facts.
Always has been meme.
Always.
The astronauts.
I
Come
don't.
on.
I don't have that.
That's all right.
All right, I'll try it. I'll try harder next time. But anyway, bro, man, we got a good 3 count right here, and
All
we're
right.
just gonna kick this off right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time because it's gonna be more of a 10 count. The 1, the 2. So it's gonna be like a 3, and then it's gonna halfway, like oh no, just 2, and he's gonna anyway. The 3 count.
This is the 3 count with today's biggest stories in pro wrestling, world news, pop culture, sports, and more. And now, back to Big Ray and the Vet.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the year. Royal Rumble time. Oh, yeah. I got to tell you something, man. Growing up as a kid, it was my favorite pay-per-view. And it still is to this day. More favorite than WrestleMania. More favorite than Survivor Series, brother. And I am getting a fucking phone call. Unfucking believable. How could they do that? Anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for some Royal Rumble chatter. That Royal Rumble is not taking place Sunday. No. It is taking place this Saturday, January 29th, 2022. Can you believe I got a fucking phone call in the middle of this shit?
Yes. You're a popular human. It stands to reason that someone might call you. Well, to quote a WWE superstar that may or may not appear in this Rumble, intrepid beat reporter Gregory Helms, about the Saturday thing, what is up with that?
What's up with that? He may show up. He shows up every Royal Rumble. Yes, talk
Well,
about it.
I'm just saying, like, what's the Saturday shit that they're doing?
I don't know. Well, I don't disagree with it, to be honest with you,
Okay.
because
Well, what's on Sunday that they need to move it for?
the reason why I think they're moving it for Sundays is because, the Royal Rumble runs late. Like all these shows, they run late. And, they want to kind of focus on a younger demographic of kids, I guess. I don't know.
You're going to start at 4 p.m. How late does it need to run? Well, I mean, it's 4 p.m. on the West Coast, but I mean, still. Why does it got to be that?
Well, I think the main card starts at 8, doesn't it? But there's going to be like 3 hours before. I don't know what time does it really start? Anybody know?
Who knows anymore? We don't even know what day it is. If you would have asked us, we would have said Sunday, but apparently it's Saturday.
Who doesn't love this fucking theme
Yeah,
song?
let's put this music back on. Something about it just makes me smile. You hear Vince McMahon yelling everybody's name out, right?
Yes.
He just yells 30 names. Jake
Ronco.
the Snake Roberts.
The big boss man.
We wouldn't want to do that now because he you wouldn't be able to hear 15 of the participants.
No.
Like 15 of them would be him mumbling, and then the other 15 would be him yelling.
Don't like this because Vince McMahon talks like this. No, he talks.
In theory.
I heard some theories. Speaking about Austin theories,
Okay.
and I heard, on the Facebook group. If you guys are not a member of it, please head over to Hami Media Discussion Group over on Facebook. We have this post that it's there whenever you need it, and it's stupid shit. AEW fans say. I can't remember where I saw it, but it was possibly the most stupid thing I've ever fucking heard in my life. Or is it? So this fan on social media, on Twitter, I believe, it was on Twitter. I can't remember the fucking. I wanted to pull up the tweet. This person believes. Get this out. Hold on, I'm getting a message here from the Ayatollah bin Hameen. Okay, it's not important. He's showing me his grow house. Anyway, allegedly, that they believe that not Stardust, what's his name? Cody Rhodes will enter the Rumble. Now that's not the big deal because he's not under contract with AEW, right? They believe Cody Rhodes will win the Royal Rumble, and he will not challenge for the W, but he will challenge for the AEW Championship. Break it, that way he can break that contract. So hear this logic.
Who is this saying this?
I can't remember where it was early.
A nobody, right?
Yeah, it's a nobody.
A random nobody.
Like 35 fucking followers. But what I do is I search the hashtag AEW, and I look for stupid shit so I can post up on a Facebook group. So that's his theory. What do you think about that?
No. Next.
Okay.
Why even dignify that with a response? That's the dumbest shit anyone has ever said.
You think so? Because remember,
yes.
WWE has been in talks with AEW.
Yeah. Give me a fucking break.
No.
So wait. So they're punishing Triple H into the point of putting him in the hospital.
Yep.
Because they didn't win the ratings war, but they'll just be cool with just having AEW guys come in and putting over AEW and selling for AEW, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure we're on the same page.
I wanted to really quickly run through this match card, and I mean quickly. We're gonna kick off now. There could be a bunch of matches added to this shit. I don't know, but I guess these are the most important ones, and these are the ones that only matter. Have you seen that picture of Beth Phoenix recently?
Beth Phoenix? No.
Yeah,
Which
that
one?
they put her up next to fucking Adam Cole.
Oh, well, I mean, she'd been jackeder than Adam Cole.
Bro. But that new picture of Adam Cole that just resurfaced. Holy fucking shit, bro. That is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty Let's just move on. Let's move on. We don't have to cover Adam Cole anymore. That's not our job. That's someone else's job now. That's Silvio's job and Ben's job. They can talk about Adam Cole's shitty body.
This is look at that. Jesus
Beth
Christ.
Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix is fucking over, right? Well, it actually looked better if I shrunk it. Look at that thing. She is just...
That's not Brock?
No.
That ain't Brock.
That ain't Brock, brother.
That's Beth?
That is Beth. I don't know if I have this picture. Who is this guy? I don't want to...
That's... who is that? That's...
Hold on, I put this up yesterday.
Nice.
That's Adam Cole and what's his name? Fucking Orange Juice
Well,
guy.
Adam Cole makes Orange Cassidy look like fucking Batista. At least Adam Cole at least Orange Cassidy has like a little bit of a chest and abs and some shoulders and stuff,
Bro. Not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool. Anyway, so you got Edge and Beth Phoenix versus The Miz and Maurice. I guess you would say, since these friends, is Maurice, right? Maurice.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you would say it?
I just say Maurice.
Well, you're a veteran of the world, so.
Yes, and I've also had my hands all over Maurice. So.
Whoa! What?
Oh, I'm sure I've told this story before.
No, you have not. Story time. Hold on. Story time with the vet. Hold on, let me
Is this play the Always Sunny music?
tell the story.
Oh yeah. Well, after the Diva search, people didn't win, and everybody can't win the Diva Search, right? Like somebody has to win and everybody else has to lose, but you weren't always a loser. Sometimes you got the consolation prize of getting a developmental contract. So, you know, they would send some of the girls that they gave developmental contracts down to OVW to train with us and stuff like that. So naturally, it fell to guys like me, the experienced, class members, to teach them a few holds and reversals and such and things and stuff and everything.
Oh,
so yes.
does she smell like butterflies and rainbows and fucking cotton candy?
I don't know what a butterfly smells like, but
Oh.
I will say that I'm sure it wasn't bad. But the best memory I have of it is, so it's kind of awkward when you have to wrestle a person. So I'm trying to like not thinking really what I'm saying, but like, so I'm making small talk or whatever, and I'm just like, she got sent to Louisville, Kentucky, right? And I'm like, this has got to suck for her. So I'm just saying, and I had no idea her situation, like if she actually got a contract. She just shows up one day, and the only reason I know of her is because I watched Raw and see the Diva Search. So I'm so in any case, yeah. So I'm just sitting there like I'm sorry, I have to concentrate, Ray, or I'm going to lose my train of thought here.
Yeah, buddy, no problem.
So I'm saying, like, oh, so what's the deal? Are you here to stay, or they have you moving on, or what? And she's like, she looks at me with this look in her eyes. She's like, why?
Oh,
Like, I'm like, oh, jeez.
did she look from like you know how they look up at you?
Yep. It was like one of those. And then I was like, okay, can't get any heat here. Better just play it off and move on.
I'm done.
Can't- Yeah.
So as you see here, for the people watching live, MJF on his official Facebook page posted this really funny fucking picture. Who put it over here? It was Canada Spaceman, by the way. A long time no see, right? Anyway, well, Miz, looks like your wife was a little busy the other night. The only thing missing was a picture of Brazzers, the Brazzers sign, and you see her surrounded by all these men. That's
Classic
fucking hilarious.
MJF.
That's
Classic.
fucking hilarious, dude. Cough button. So that's gonna be an interesting match. Who do you think is gonna go over here, man?
I'm going to go with who cares? But if it were me, if I was like, maybe I start the show with this, or are they going to start with a Rumble? One of the Rumbles. It's like they're probably going to start with one of the Rumbles. But if we were starting off the show with it, I would put Edge and Beth Phoenix over just to get the audience kind of warmed up and hyped,
Really?
Yeah, get them into the show happy. They're probably going to do something where like the Miz steals it or whatever, and then, just heat with no payoff ever.
I think it's gonna be heels up, and I think it's gonna set up for singles matches between these two at WrestleMania.
What a waste of Edge.
I'm just saying.
No offense to the Miz. I've got nothing but nice things to say about the Miz, but just no. If you've got Edge for a extremely limited handful of like big moments left, I'm not going to spend one of them on the Miz. I'm just not.
Should I pin it just like Yimbo says, like the way you? Should I get the pin?
Sure.
The idea. Hold on. Okay. Pinned it. All right. So I think it's gonna be heels up here. The Raw Women's Championship: Becky Lynch versus Doudrop. Some people are saying. I was listening to Michael Jargo and Jimmy, Jimmy T, doing the blow off, and they were like basically saying that they thought that Doudrop was gonna be released. I think the opposite, dude. I won't be surprised if they fucking put the belt on this girl's ankle. It's not gonna fit around her waist, but around her thigh.
They're not going to put the belt on her, but she's not going to get released. And anytime they can go ahead and do the whole, my name's not Doudrop, and then have her change her name so she didn't have that stupid name.
My name's not Doudrop.
Yeah.
Doudrop. Do you Scrooge McDuck.
Doudrop.
Doudrop.
Piper and Niven.
I just want to I just want to keep on reminding people that dewdrop is actually secretion that comes off the tip of your penis when you're aroused. That's a dewdrop. All right, I think she's going over, but I guess you think Becky?
Absolutely not. It's definitely big time Bex all day, every day.
I think so.
In fact, I think this whole match even exists just as like Becky trying to help. You know what I mean? Like she's just Becky's in the proverbial soup kitchen, just handing out stuff to Liv Morgan and Dewdrop and like whoever else, because it's like because everybody sucks and they can't get on her. And I don't mean that like nothing against Liv Morgan the person, but nobody has cared about her this much until Becky Lynch came along. Nothing against Dewdrop. She's a hell of a worker, but the WWE has treated her like a rib since she's been there. Since she's been on Raw and stuff, like, you know what I mean?
Like a large order of ribs.
Large rack of ribs, like the Fred Flintstone car tipping. But no, like she's good and she could do something, but the WWE has just been like, ha, a fat girl. Let's laugh at it. You know what I mean? That's basically how it is. So Becky's like trying to get something out of her, you know?
I was gonna say, you don't watch TikTok? Fat girls are over, dude.
Just saying, in the minds of the people that run the WWE, they're a joke.
Okay.
I like her. I mean, she's a good worker.
Good character.
Yeah, she's got a decent character. The name is dumb, and they should never have done that, nor should they continue it. Like, the moment that Eva Marie was out the door, they should have dumped it. But for whatever reason, it's probably because they already had the marketing materials made up, because they probably planned to go for a long time with this. I think that happens a lot there, where they come up with they shotgun stuff that should get years and years of a build, and then they come up with probably years and years plans of things that they don't realize how bad it's going to be, and then after 2 weeks they give up on it, but they still have all that stuff made. So, she's Dewdrop.
Fair enough. And there's a reason why WWE does this. Her real name is Piper Niven, no?
That's not her real name. That was just her name before. But
was it? Didn't she wrestle in the Indies as Piper Niven as well? Or was it
something? She wrestled on the Indies as Viper Niven, actually.
Viper.
But you can't have a Viper in the WWE unless
you already have one.
Right.
Unless you hear voices in your head. That talk to you, that counsel you, that understand you. Mm-hmm. All right, we're going into the we're going into the crust of. I don't have that. Do I have that drop?
Bro.
Popped Vince Russo with that, by the way.
No, he didn't. I saw it. He just sat there.
He popped. Fucking popped. He popped my Ben Hameen. He popped my Ben Hameen.
That he did. He did for that.
He was like, bro, we gotta have Ben Hameen on, what's the show called again?
Master Shoot Theater.
Master Shoot Theater. Ben Hameen versus Ben Hameen, bro. I'm telling you, bro, it's money, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that did happen, actually.
Ben Hameen versus Ben Hameen?
No, I'm just saying what you're describing did happen, unlike him popping for...
He popped.
Yeah.
He popped. Inside. I could see it in his heart. Anyway. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. I'm looking forward to this. Listen, I haven't watched SmackDown or Raw in forever. But I watched it, I think, a little bit this week, and Seth Rollins he's so detestable, but I like him. If that makes any sense. Like, I like this snarky character with the jackets and the cackle and everything like that. Like, he took everything that was annoying about him, he took it and turned it up to 20, which is what we're supposed to do, or what you're supposed to do in the wrestling business, I guess. Who do you think? You think Roman Reigns is going to lose this match?
No.
No chance.
0% chance.
You don't think Roman Reigns will lose the title and then enter the Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble, and then face the winner of Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar?
No.
Okay.
Speaking about you do think, or you just think it's a possibility?
I think that's what they're going to
do. They're not going to do that.
Okay. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. Any chance Bobby Lashley wins?
There's some chance in that one.
Really?
Only because they might do with Brock what you would think they'll do with Roman. but that would be the only reason. But I fully expect Brock Lesnar to go over hard, because he's he's insecure and he's going to exercise his creative control to, go over the guy that would legitimately make him toss his own salad if it was real.
Yes. I like when they asked Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, about, hey, what if you would have gotten to the UFC? He's like, he basically, in a paraphrase, he's like, oh, I would have got my face smashed in. He's secure enough to say that. It's true. Just because you're big and strong doesn't mean you can fight.
Right.
A lot of big guys that can't fight. Look at me. I can't fight.
Well, just think about it this way, Ray. What's your favorite story? You've heard the stories of the tough guys, like, the Hakus and the Ken Patera, the Mr. Saitos, and you've heard all those stories, right?
Yes, I have.
What story have you heard of that with Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, but I don't think anybody wants to test the guy.
Just to answer the question, Ray, what story have you ever heard?
I have never heard a story of Brock Lesnar.
Exactly.
But I have heard that Michael Cole is a fucking badass motherfucker.
Whoa.
You've heard that, right?
No, I would definitely test him.
Time out, dude. You didn't hear when he knocked out JBL?
That was Joey Styles. So, yeah. Report of the people.
Aren't they the same people?
You'd think so, except one has a lot of talent and deserves a lot of credit, and the other one's Michael Cole.
Damn, I fucked up.
Then you shouldn't have said it.
I embarrassed myself.
So,
I think Michael Cole will take you, man. He'll take me.
yeah.
Have you seen that picture of him where he's all ripped and shit?
No, but that don't matter.
Don't matter. You're right. All right. So you think Roman Reigns wins, and you think who wins
Brock.
this match?
I think Brock. Just gonna Brock, yeah.
So you think they're gonna set up Universal versus WWE Championship at WrestleMania Unification?
It should be. That's the only thing they really should do.
Right.
Not that it's gonna make a difference, but if we have to start picking up the pieces and rebuilding now, that would be the first step, is getting rid of this 2 champions bullshit.
Oh wait.
So that almost makes me think it's never going to happen.
Wait, this. You know what? That doesn't make sense, because the winner of the Rumble gets the main event at WrestleMania for the championship.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying now I remember why. That's why I'm saying that I believe that Roman Reigns will lose his match against Seth Rollins, enter the Rumble, and then win it, and then face Brock Lesnar.
Well, you don't need to do that. You can have Brock retain and Roman retain and have the unification match, and then it could be a triple. So they could add a person to the match. They've done that many times.
I guess you can.
Which always sucks, right?
I guess you can do that. I guess you're right, buddy. I'm so stupid.
And knowing it being the WWE, that'd be the least interesting thing they could do, right? You'd be like, it's Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre
versus Doudrop
versus Cody.
Doudrop. Let's see. This is why we have him here.
Once again, just being that vet, man. Just doing what vets do.
When I thought I lost my soundboard, I almost cried.
Oh, come on.
Almost.
Okay.
Very important. Anyway, okay, so now let's go to the men's. Well, you know what? No, let's do the women's Royal Rumble. They have the women's Royal Rumble main eventing this fucking show. I don't think so. So we'll go to that first. All right, bro. There are rumors and rumors and rumors and rumors as to who may be coming out. There's shit about Ronda Rousey and everything like that. I mean, who do you think goes over here, man? I mean, this is one of the matches that, like, let's talk about both of them. Men's Royal Rumble, the women's Royal Rumble. It's very difficult to say who you think's gonna win this, because there's so many fucking. I mean, could Johnny Knoxville go over?
Yes.
Johnny Knoxville could win.
It's time. It's his time. He's put in his dues.
Is it Happy Corbin's time?
Yeah, him too.
Michelle
Definitely,
McCool.
he's earned it.
What if Summer Rae wins the women's Royal Rumble?
I could totally see it. Call to me.
You know, Cujo, you joking around about this Nia Jax. Why? Who says WWE won't bring her back for that one event? Oh, you? Vet raises his hands for the people listening.
I say it won't happen.
Are you saying there's more of a chance that Andre the Giant will win than Nia Jax coming back in?
Well, realistically, no, but basically, yeah.
Has Veer appeared at Raw yet?
Yeah, see, now Liz is making a joke about Veer going in, but let me tell you something. If Veer comes out at whatever number, he's going to get the biggest reaction he ever would have got.
I think you're right.
So this could have been the most genius thing of all time. People will ironically cheer for Veer because they'll be so happy to see him appear. And we've seen Veer, like we've seen him before. They're acting like we've never seen him before, but we have. He can get fired up and knock some dudes around real quick and get some big pops. So he'd definitely be a good person to throw it in the middle and give one of those like Kane elimination type spots, you know?
I think it's gonna be fun. Do you like the Royal Rumble? Are you a fan of it?
Yeah, I don't care about it anymore.
Out of all the wrestling events, what's like your favorite thing to watch? Like one of the karate things?
For the WWE, they're all basically the same. Unless they have some gimmick match like the Royal Rumble, right? But then send Hook. Even in the even with the gimmick matches, right? Like there's 2 Royal Rumbles. So it's like, oh God. It doesn't even feel like I gotta sit through 2 hours of this, of people just filing into the ring and just leaning in the corner, you know? Like that is not what I need. We have 2 Elimination Chambers, 2 Hell in a Cells, 2 TLC matches, 2 everything. Like this sucks. Like the way wrestling is sucks now. And every pay-per-view doesn't mean anything. So I don't really get excited for these things anymore.
I still get excited for the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
And there's something about WrestleMania, dude, that I don't know. It's WrestleMania. I don't like the 2-day thing, but I'm not gonna get into that whole diatribe. Let's jump into number 2 of the 3 count. And we're jumping into Major League Baseball. We're gonna switch it up here a little bit. Did you
switch
hear the
it
news?
up like a switch hitter?
Like a switch hitter.
We're gonna bat lefty now.
Oh, you know what?
That's what she said. Or he said.
So Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, and Curt Schilling fall off the Baseball Hall of Fame ballot in the final year. There is only one person that got in this year. There's only one person, and that person is Big Papi. Didn't Big Papi? Didn't he test positive for steroids as well?
Yes.
So why is he in?
Because he's fat.
So is Roger Clemens.
Well, not when he was on the gas.
Roger Clemens was always fucking fat.
He was fat in the Red Sox, but then like he got that V torso when he went to the Yankees though.
I could not stand Roger Clemens. Did you like him, bro? I knew you were Yankee fans.
I just took the wins. I didn't necessarily call myself a fan of Roger Clemens. No.
All right, I'm gonna give you 3 guys on the Yankees real quick. All right, that we should hate, but one of them I actually liked.
Okay.
You got Roger Clemens.
Okay.
Alex Rodriguez.
Okay.
Wade Boggs.
I think we've talked about this.
Have we?
Yeah, and you gotta like Wade Boggs, right? That's the one, right?
He's Boggsy.
Yeah.
I think Wade Boggs.
Big wrestling fan too. Just for the record.
Huge wrestling fan. Cough button. So Barry Bonds only got 66% of the vote, 65.2 for Roger Clemens, and Curt Schilling only 58.6. I'm surprised about Curt Schilling. Why do you think Curt Schilling is not in the Hall of Fame?
Because he probably also did steroids and he's a racist, and his video game lost a lot of money.
Right.
I don't know. Dude. This is my thing, Ray, and this has always been my argument. This is a Hall of Fame. Fame.
Right.
It's a bullshit award. It's not real. I don't believe in any awards. The whole thing is it's ridiculous. Like we're handing out sports awards. Who cares? It's a Hall of Fame. These guys are famous. Barry Bonds, famous. Roger Clemens, famous. Who's the third guy you said?
Curt Schilling.
Curt Schilling, famous. Bloody sock, whatever. Hate him, don't care. Fame, yes. Pete Rose, fame. Think of like the idea that sports are like pure and we need to keep the sanctity of the Hall of Fame, even though there's so many guys that are that were doing steroids before anybody knew what steroids was that are in the Hall of Fame. There's other guys that gambled on sports that are in the Hall of Fame. Like it's ridiculous. It's not a hall of clean living. It's not a hall of stats. It's not a hall of fairness. It's a hall of fame. These guys are famous. To have them not included is just ridiculous.
I agree, Elizabeth, from the beginning, ever since Bart Giamatti excluded Pete Rose out of the Hall of Fame. I'm a huge supporter of Pete Rose. Look, the guy fucked up. He bet on baseball. It is what it is. Do I believe
put that shit on his plaque then?
Right. Do I believe that Pete Rose altered the games to lose? I don't think Pete Rose ever bet on his team to lose. That's just my opinion. I think Pete Rose was too much of a winner to bet on his team to ever, lose. So I don't know, man. Wife beaters, yeah, plenty of wife beaters. Look at the NFL Hall of Fame. I'm a big Lawrence Taylor fan, but he was a piece of shit. Professor says something here. The reporters have bias with the steroids and gambling, and with the shilling politics. So
right.
I think it's a politic thing. Yeah, that's exactly
even
what
if
that was
but
saying.
that's just my point. Is it is a hall of fame. So even if you're famous for scandals, you might want to think about including them.
Yeah,
so
no shit. And I agree with you. Man, nobody worth to remember. I'm just gonna call you that.
Well, yeah. Who really gives a shit about their Hall of Fame?
Right?
Fuck them.
Fucking Sonny. Didn't she go to jail again?
Probably, yeah.
Oh God. Okay. So we're gonna run through this quick story. These quick stories for the three of the three count. Apparently, what's this guy's name? Mark Henry Jr. What's his name? Jones. It's Odyssey Jones.
Odyssey Jones.
So Odyssey Jones, that injury he had was a shoe injury, and the way they wrote him off was with the attack. So basically, he is going to be out. Get this, all the way to the fall of 2022.
Yeah.
So he's out. Okay.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
They mentioned that on the show, so
They did. Nick Khan confirms that WWE has taken calls about a potential sale of WWE. So they've taken the calls regarding that, but it says that they're not looking to sell. Do you believe it? It says WWE President, Chief Revenue Officer Nick Khan, pictured above, where WrestleStink.com, with Vince McMahon and everybody else, blah blah blah. Eli Manning is in this picture. Khan confirmed that WWE has taken inbound calls from other companies looking to buy, but he stressed WWE is not active in active talks trying to sell the company. Do you believe that shit? I don't believe him. I believe that sale's already been made.
Well, I'm just going to say the same things that that I've been saying from the beginning. Over McMahon's dead body, literally. That's when it'll get sold. It's not going to get sold a moment before. There's not going to be a moment on this planet that Vince McMahon is going to exist while the WWE is in somebody else's hands. So he may be getting prepared for that moment eventually. And if anybody's seen those Raw vignettes with him and Austin Theory, it's getting closer. So I think we all see the writing on the wall, and that's why the things are happening. Now, I've definitely... Who was it that was talking about it recently? I heard somebody talking about this. Was it... maybe it was on Keeping It 100 or something, but discussing the possibility of... was it Jeff Bezos and Amazon kind of being like the landing spot for the WWE content at following a potential sale?
I'm a Prime member, dude. I'm all in.
Right. So as long as that shit's included, bro.
Yeah.
That better be included in my yearly subscription. But they've already got that. And then they were talking about like the possible integration of the shop right onto Amazon. So you'll be watching the Royal Rumble, and then, here comes Sasha Banks, and then you can buy her the little pop-up for order her finger gimmicks, right? Like Amazon, just free overnight,
Her finger gimmicks?
The legit boss,
My mind went so many different ways.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I sure did. Anyway.
But so like So that could be like a possible thing. Nick Khan is, and The Rock and Jeff Bezos they're all in the circle. So they could be setting something up like that. And again, that's just going to take place immediately following the reading of the last will and testament, basically. So look forward to it.
I think whatever sale is going to be made, they're just prepping us. I think it's already done. At first I thought it was going to be Disney, 100%.
Why though?
I don't know, dude. But let me tell you something, brother.
Because that makes no sense. So I'm interested to hear the reasons why people believe that Disney would. Be
because
interested
of
in it.
the relationship between Disney and WWE for years, Universal, so on and so forth.
Universal? What?
Isn't Universal owned by Disney now?
No.
Oh. Well.
No, in fact, they just. Yeah, pal. In fact, they just. I think they acquired Fox after the WWE and them came together, at least around the same time. Now, they've had the ESPN relationship. There's been a little bit of that. With Coach being the bridge towards that, but that got cut off after the Fox deal, which then became the Disney deal again anyway. So it's kind of weird.
My man Big Josh Hinkle says, imagine if The Rock buys WWE, new symbol, bull symbol, WWE. That would be over with me.
Now I think he would have one of those like controlling shares interests things.
Yeah.
You know how like the McMahons have all the shares and then they divvy up the other 1% to the public and everybody else. And then the other 99% is all in the family. Well, that would be how it is. It'd be like Bezos, Khan, Rock with like the 85, 95% and then split up the other 5% to everybody else kind of thing.
Man, but yo, Vet, I got to tell you something, man. You know what? I don't usually do this more than once during the show, but I have to. You know why? Because because
once again, just being that vet, man. Just doing what vets do.
Bro, that's brilliant what you said about Amazon.
Oh, I can't take the credit for that. That was
no, we'll give you the credit. Stop. Forget about who you listen to. That doesn't count. That's what you said.
I heard that somewhere.
Oh. Okay. Well, anyway, I think that would be brilliant, dude. Like, because they have 20% off of all merchandise. Now, boom, just go right to Amazon. Just type in WWE. All their shit comes up. You know what I'm saying? All the discounts, because you know how Amazon has certain sales and you see that they cross out the gimmick. I got this beautiful ring light. It was on sale. You know what I'm saying? It was a $50. Yep. No, $50?
Is it a Sasha Banks The Boss ring light?
Not really.
Oh, is it a Big Time Bex ring light?
It's another kind of ring.
Is it a Dewdrop ring light?
Oh,
it's like a donut with frosting and sprinkles on.
Oh, donut. All right.
Yeah. Oh, it was Nick Aldis. That's who it was. That's who I heard them talking to.
Oh,
it was him that I heard about the Amazon gimmick from.
Former NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
That's right. The national treasure, Nick Aldis. Friend of the friend of the friend of the show.
Finally, we wrap this up. Matt Hardy believes that AEW pushed Vince through the forbidden door. Yes. I'm not gonna read all this shit.
Thanks.
But basically, Matt Hardy has a strong opinion that because of the Wednesday Night Wars and the fact that AEW is doing business with all these other companies, that it's obvious that Vince McMahon has been quote unquote pushed through the forbidden door by AEW. Vet, do you agree with this WWE future Hall of Famer?
So you're saying that because of AEW, Vince and the WWE have no choice but to bring an Impact champion on there to save their lives and turn things around.
Yes. Can I give you a surprise entrant that I think is going to come out in the WWE Royal Rumble?
No, I don't want to hear what you have to say, Ray. Let's just move along.
Okay.
In fact, can you be quiet for the rest of the hour and just let me talk about NXT? Of course I want to hear who you think is going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Are you sure?
Please?
Okay. Well, before I do that, I just wanted
these fucking New York guys.
Well, I wanted to actually finish off this thought process here.
All right.
So you think there's no chance that WWE was pushed into this by AEW, this forbidden door gimmick?
Well, I just don't even know what that means. I don't know what it means. I don't know what Matt Hardy thinks he means. I don't think Vince McMahon has as much to do with anything as people think he does anymore. Okay. I think it was just a Hey, we're thinking. He could have been like some random person could have went up to him and said, "Hey, Vince, we're thinking of bringing Mickie James back," and he's like, "I don't care." And then he doesn't even know she works for Impact or is an Impact champion or anything, you know?
What's an Impact?
He knows Mickie, so he's just like, yeah, damn it, whatever. It's for the Royal Rumble. It's a surprise.
He has no idea she's champion. But there's one person that I really do think that is going to be a super surprise entrant in the men's Royal Rumble. And there's only one word to describe this person. Ladies and gentlemen, your Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, Moose. No?
Well, let me ask you a question now, Ray.
What do they say when they yell? Background is.
Don't know. Well, let me ask you a question, all kidding aside.
Okay.
Do you think that something like that, like a Moose appearing in the Royal Rumble, do you think that would be something I would be excited by or happy to see?
You personally?
Yeah, me personally.
Yes.
And why is that?
Because you're a big fan of Moose.
But why would I want to see him there? Dude, he's the champion. He's the champion, and in his own company, he gets booked like shit. What do you think's going to happen to him if he goes in the Rumble? He's going to get passed around like a hot potato and tossed over the rope in like 90 seconds.
They're gonna have that guy come in at 15, and he's gonna go all the way to 30. He's gonna be like the third or fourth person left in that ring. And if this happens, I have my PayPal set up. I want every single one of you assholes in this chat to send me $5 so you can slap yourself. Vet, do you think I'm just bringing this up out of the blue?
No, look, I'm aware.
Do you think there's any possibility that I may have some inside information regarding the Impact Wrestling champion being at the Royal Rumble? Do you think? Vet?
Do you have inside information? No. Did you see the same things that have been on social media and stuff? Yes. And yes, I do get it.
Media. Google it. I haven't seen nothing on social media about Moose coming out of the Royal Rumble. Show me right now. Go ahead.
Well, it's simple. You go to Moose's Twitter account, and there's got him posting cryptic messages and shit like that, and doing things with Roman Reigns, like getting at Roman Reigns or whatever. So, like, yeah, we have seen it if you've been looking.
Oh.
But I think that's more just what else are you supposed to do as a wrestler? You gotta, stir the shit. So
we have a gentleman here by the name of Lawrence Weaver. He says, "Is it possible that WWE is absorbing Impact as New Japan is getting an access deal in March? They can package the deal to Amazon, who would honor current TV contracts and go to Prime." Lawrence, I don't know who you are, my friend, but you've already become one of my favorite people. That's a pretty good idea. What do you think there, Brett?
No. Why would you absorb a company when you're doing cost-cutting measures?
Don't you fucking talk to Larry that way.
Sorry, Mr. Weaver.
We're good, Larry, right?
Do you know him like that? You call him Larry?
We're friends now. Look at this comment he left. Oh, look, I'm gonna highlight it again. Boom.
All right.
See that?
No, absolutely not.
No, I think I don't know why not. Why? You don't think WWE would absorb Impact Wrestling? There's been talks for a long time. They wanted the what do you call it? The library, so on and so forth. I don't think that's way out of, it's possible that.
I know they've just been itching to put out that big Robert Roode documentary, and they just haven't been able to without all the footage. Oh man, it's going to break their hearts, but I just don't know if it's going to get done.
Are you done?
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. Anyway.
Will you stop?
I know that you guys would really like to believe that anybody operates on this wavelength. Like they really think about that kind of shit. But it's just not a realistic thought process. That would be very surprising extremely surprising if WWE were to release 100 people over the past year and then just be like, yeah, but you know what though? Let's buy Impact. Come on. Come on.
What if NXT 2.0 is rebranded Impact Wrestling, and that is their minor leagues or whatever they call it, developmental?
What?
What if WWE, because they are not happy with the NXT product, okay, dissolve NXT, Impact Wrestling becomes their developmental?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why?
Because
Why not?
Because they can't put over anybody. They cannot put over anybody. NXT is their product, and look how they treated it. Look what they did to it. Look what they've done. Look at how NXT is just a disgusting shell of its former self, just laying on the side of the road, just gasping for air. And then you think they're going to take Impact and bring that in and be like, yeah, you guys are doing everything right. We love you. We're just going to have you act as our developmental and admit that we failed. That's what you think they would do. Based on everything you know about their history, that's what you think that the WWE would do. Admit failure and then let another company just run as is in its place. Really. That's not a rhetorical question. Do you really think that's...
All I know is that for the last 3 minutes, the vet has been yelling at me. Vet, you have some breaking news.
All right.
Mustafa Ali responds to AEW star training video. That's it. I refuse to answer your question.
What was that about Mustafa Ali? What did he do this time?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Vet, are you ready for NXT? Oh, what? You what?
I'm ready.
2.0. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is NXT 2.0, January 25th, 2022.
Serious. I'm dead serious.
Ladies and gentlemen, we kicked the show off super fucking hot. I mean, the fans were a ruckus. Wasn't no piped in shit. That we have Jacket Time, Ikemenjiro and Kushida versus Nash Carter and Wes Lee, MSK. Dusty Rhodes quarterfinal match. And ladies and gentlemen, MSK, they go over, hitting the blockbuster. Bro, what did you think of this match, man? I quite enjoyed this opener. It was a good back and forth babyface match. The guys did show some love to each other after the match, giving hugs and kisses. Ikemenjiro putting his jacket over the Caucasian member of MSK. That never happened. I thought it was a really good match, man. What did you think of this opener, buddy?
Well, one thing that's very noticeable, like you were talking about the crowd, and they were definitely behind Jacket Time here. No question, right? Like,
Yeah.
maybe a few scattered cheers for MSK, but most of the people got the memo and they were all about Jacket Time here. So, I did notice that, Kushida got like a hot comeback, but it was in picture. And then, Nash Carter got a comeback that was not very hot, and that was on the main show. So I don't know if that was done on purpose, to either like bury both those guys. Like, no one's going to see your hot comeback, and we know you have a shitty comeback, so we're going to showcase that. But You know, that was the main thing I took from this.
What about the fact that you know, Ika Manjiro wasn't able to throw the jacket punch? He hit one.
Yeah, I think he got one.
Again, we discussed why the jacket, you know, makes the punch stronger, right? How it kind of like just locks the arm and it becomes more of like a bat, you know, a cricket bat, which we'll see later on during the day. That's a first, right? Anyway,
I can't recall ever seeing that before. They say there's nothing new in wrestling, but maybe this jacket thing.
love jacket time, man. It was crazy because so coming into this, jacket time was one of my picks to go actually pretty far in this whole tournament. So then they hit us with a swerve, dude. They gave us a babyface, heel match today.
Well, you should have known right off the bat when they were across the board from MSK that jacket time wasn't leaving.
I don't pay attention to that, bro.
It was on your entire background last week.
What I have right now as my background is Solo Sikoa jumping on the Great Muda Jr. I'll call him Tall Muda.
I don't know. Muda was pretty tall too.
Is he really? How tall is the Great Muda?
I think he was at least 6'2", at least.
No.
Yes.
Really?
That's probably one of the reasons that, you know, he ever got a shot over here.
Oh shit! He was 6'2". You're right.
He was bigger than the average Japanese guy. So anytime somebody's taller than 6 foot, you got a good chance of, like, you know, the United States taking a look at you. So that was him back in the 80s, and he went on his excursion. And, you know, similarly, Shinsuke Nakamura is about 6'2", you know, so that you see him here. Unfortunately, Kushida and Ika Manjiro not 6'2", so they may not have a strong run, but
no. Yeah, I guess I never realized how big Muda was. Oops, I don't know what I just did there. Interesting. You see here we have Great Muda being headlocked by you want to say it like Tony Schiavone does?
Sting.
Ugh. That is so annoying, bro. Like I'm not a Tony Schiavone hater. I always liked Tony Schiavone. But goddamn. I can never stand Mike Tenay. Not a big fan of Mike Tenay.
But he's the professor.
No, the professor is Chabelo Veracruz, and he's in our chat. It's the only professor I recognize.
But he's the professor. Mike Tenay is the professor.
Oh, is there a difference? Oh, I guess street cred, right?
I think so, yeah.
Speaking of street cred, bro, I cannot stop watching 60 Days In. Have you ever seen that shit?
What is that?
So it's a documentary series where they have 6 seasons, and they have civilians like you and I. But now they're not just regular civilians. Like some of them are actually like active cops, actors, teachers, just people. Like they'll put like 4 or 5 people into the actual prison system, like legit.
Wow.
And if they fuck up in prison, they can get time. They can get jigged. They can get. One of the guys got fucking punched in the face, like hard. This
Why
is just
would anyone
season
agree
1.
to this?
Well, I don't know. But this is a fucking. You know, Vet, I think you would really like it. It's on A&E. No. I'm telling you, it's really fucking good. I just got put on to.
Nope.
But then.
I will never watch reality television.
You know what it is right now? You know what time it is? You know what time it is. Huh? Huh? 3, 2, 1.
It's jacket time!
Except it's not, because they lost.
Yeah, they lost. All right, so let's move on here. We get Io Shirai, who is, I cannot emphasize, I don't know what she's just getting hotter every week. Did you see her standing there talking to Zoe Stark, looking all fucking sexy?
Sexy and bored and annoyed.
Bro, I don't give a shit.
She's like, well, I mean, that adds to it, right? You get the sense that Io Shirai just would not care about you, and that makes her hotter.
See, I like a woman that challenges me. That's why I love my wife. She's not like a pushover. I cannot stand women that like anything you say.
Apparently, your wife likes a woman that challenges her too, because she married you.
You are just fucking rude today.
Where's the will you stop on that one? That was a good one for a gorilla.
I don't have it.
Will you stop?
What?
Yeah. So, but what about Zoe? Is she doing anything for you with her? Do you want to take care of her and her injured? She's injured. Doesn't that attract you to her because you want to nurture her?
Because I'm a fucking fucking, what do you call it? What do you call it?
You're
a predator. I'm not a predator, you piece of crap.
No, that's not being a predator. That's maternal instincts,
bro. Even if this woman had 2 broken legs, I think she'd beat my ass. She's
what about
more
Beth Phoenix?
She is more.
What about Beth Phoenix?
No, Beth Phoenix is not. Her jawline is way too square for me, dude.
But I'm saying Zoe versus Beth. What do you think?
That'll be interesting.
Okay.
Listen, Zoe Stark is not a bad wrestler. I like her a lot. She's really, really good. But Io Shirai is just fucking the cat's meow.
Well, Io and Zoe are while they're discussing the Dusty Cup thing, someone who might be a bad wrestler walks up. And that's Tiffany Stratton.
Oh, bro, what happened? She was so much hotter in the vignettes.
The vignettes when you didn't see her face.
When you didn't see her face close up, and when you didn't see her lack of hips.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, this is just my opinion. Some people like manly women builds.
It's tough. The gymnasts have to keep that body fat low, so there go the hips. Boom.
Not necessarily.
So Stratton comes by and says Io needs to worry about her. My daddy said that you need to worry about me.
Yeah, well.
My daddy.
So. Remember GoDaddy.com?
They're still around.
Are they really?
Yeah. Who
was the GoDaddy girl? What was her name? Was it Carmen Electra?
Maybe. Who was one of them was was Candice Michelle on there?
She
WWE's Hall of Famer legend Candice Michelle.
Everybody's a fucking legend now, by the way.
Yep.
You know what that means, right? If you appear on WWE TV, you're automatically a WWE legend. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
So Strangler Steve is a WWE legend. Where's his fucking contract?
That's correct. He needs a Legends contract. He needs to be an unlockable in WWE 2K22.
Why not?
It's available March 11th.
I don't think it's fair. I mean, he fought WWE champions. He fought Yokozuna.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he got fucking squashed by Yokozuna.
Yeah. A lot of people did.
A lot of people did. What else we got?
Yeah, we got LDF walks past MSK while they're celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like quick hits on this show.
Yeah, I like the flow.
Yeah, just move along. Grimes got like a little promo package for his match later, you know.
Yep.
They show Trick and Mello coming in with the Ollie J and the little, what was that, Escalade or something?
Ollie G.
Ollie J.
First and foremost, who is this woman? Is she a rapper?
You tell me. You saw her performance.
No, seriously, I don't know who she is. I've never seen her before.
I don't know either.
What's her name?
She assigned to a developmental because she said we are NXT and she had NXT on her pants.
What's her name?
Ollie J. We're not at that part yet. We're just at the part where she arrived.
I just gotta find her. All right, that's fine.
All right, and then Santos goes to the ring. They all go to the ring, and he cuts the promo on Rick Steiner Jr. I actually like this promo. This is good. Good delivery. I mean, the delivery was WWE wrestler, but the verbiage was good. Like the story he was telling was good. You know, basically saying like, "Hey, you're not the only one who's a son of a famous wrestler, and why do you get a shot when I don't get a shot?" and so on and so forth. So I like that. But Junior does come out to interrupt him, and then we get a kind of a little thing between the guys. The little heat. What do you think about this, Ray? Did you like seeing the square up here?
Between who? I was looking something up.
Junior and Junior.
I did. Like you just mentioned only a couple of seconds ago. I love the fact that we're both from wrestling families, but you were kind of given everything. talking Legato. Not Legato. What's this fucking guy's name? God damn it. Me- Antonio Banderas, the Mexican guy. What's his name? God damn it.
Santos Escobar.
Yeah, that guy. I like how he was. It was real. It was like a real argument, And this is what I love about Braun Breaker. Jargo, I'm gonna talk to you if you watch this. Oh, you're wrong about Braun Breaker, man. And Jimmy T was right.
What did Jargo say?
Jargo thinks that he doesn't see anything in this guy, and he's not gonna be much, and he doesn't like him, and he doesn't see anything special. And Jimmy T just shot him down. He's like, no, I think that he is going to be special. And then Jargo retorted with the fact that he believes that Braun Breaker will only be as special as Vince McMahon will allow him to be.
Oh, that's definitely true. But I think that he obviously already has handpicked him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If you want to believe that these guys went down to the Performance Center and are restructuring the whole thing themselves, then of course Vince is going to look at him and be like, yes. So I think he doesn't have to worry about that part, but it is true. If Vince gets tired of the shiny new toy, then, he'll be doing main event matches with Veer.
Yeah, facts, man. Facts.
But assuming everything goes as planned, then, oh yeah, definitely. Braun all day.
I think Braun Breaker is fucking great, man. And a kid that's only been in the business, 2 years? But here's the thing. He's all right. So yeah, he's only been in the business for 2 years. You don't think his dad and his uncle were training him for many years? You don't think he's been in a ring training with other people for years? You don't think so, Vet?
I don't know. Maybe.
You know how like right now, like you see Matt Hardy with his 3 boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these kids are already taking bumps. They're already running the ropes. I remember I was doing a fucking interview with who was it? It was at an indie event with Nunzio, right? And his kid is fucking running the ropes, fucking, taking bumps and shit, rolling in the ring. And I'm like, this kid's like what, fucking 6 at the time I was doing an interview. So, these people that are brought up in the business. My father used to take me in the ring. He taught me how to fucking. I remember when he taught me how. The first thing he taught me to do was, I had grabbed the second rope, right, and then he's like, "Let go," boom, and then my head hit the fucking back of the canvas, and he says, "You gotta put your chin poppy down to your chest, and boom, and you break it with your hands." You know what I'm saying? You just until you can stand and just, bah, come down. Anyway, so I'm sure these people were fucking doing that. I'm sure Braun Breaker was doing that for years, man. Yahimbo thinks that I'm going to read this really quickly. God damn, I'm getting yet another phone call. What is going on here? Nobody ever calls me this much this time. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Braun Breaker is great. This is Yahimbo. Whoever knows about the business knows this kid is the whole deal, complete package. One, he has enough experience. What is it? One,
he meant to say once he has enough experience.
Oh, once he has enough experience. Thank you, Bet. Once he has enough experience, he's going to be over as fuck, with or without Vince McMahon. Nah, that's why I disagree with you, my friend. I will say Killer Cross.
Right, but Killer Cross came in with all the hype of other people, and that turns Vince off. So it was just inevitable. But all the fans don't really understand that's how it works, so they didn't see that coming. If Vince McMahon has already given this kid the green light, then he's not going to suffer the same indignities that Killer Cross did. No. So it's a little bit different, but yeah, dude. I mean, look, who gives a shit? He's put way worse people than Braun Breaker on TV and main event spots. So it doesn't even matter if he's ready or not. No one's ever ready. Just go. So
facts.
But anyway, let's move on to the another package for Boa and Solo getting ready for their match later. So I think this is do a decent job of catching everybody up who hasn't been watching on Boa and Solo there. Fireballs and face paint and all kinds of stuff.
Balls.
And then we actually go to a Falls Count Anywhere match after this. We don't have to do like 3 more promos or 2 separate entrances split up by promos. We're just going to the match.
I did not expect it, by the way. I didn't know it was going to be a no falls
Well, we should have known that because you know, how else can you contain guys throwing fireballs and stuff? So,
Well,
but I will say this: so they jump start this with Boa jumps with a kendo stick. So
you were
I
out.
disavow this match right off the bat. So Ray, you take it away.
I knew it. I knew as soon as I saw the kendo stick. I said to myself, why couldn't this be a cricket bat?
better take notes because I have to carry this.
Listen, man, these two gentlemen fucking did a great job at telling a story in the ring. And this is where I was pleasantly surprised with the booking of this match. Let me explain. So Boa comes out. Now, Boa has been the antagonist during this whole time, during this very short feud. He's been the attacker. He's done the fireballs in the face and everything like that. Usually, over the last few years, maybe over the last decade, this wouldn't be paid off. What I enjoyed was that this was all right. So this type of match, see, in AEW, you'll get Falls Count Anywhere matches 3 times in one card, right? This was a Falls Count Anywhere match, a steel cage match, Inferno match, one of those matches, Buried Alive match, any of those crazy matches. That's supposed to be the end, like the end all be all of the feud. And that's what I believe this was. I believe they're going to be moving elsewhere. They're going to be doing other things now after this. I think both guys had good chemistry in the ring. Bo is a big kid, and he's a very good wrestler. I don't know what his English is like, but does he speak good English or no?
I think it's probably passable.
Okay, is it Nakamura English?
Well, the thing about Nakamura is it's not that he doesn't know English, but he has a speech impediment even in Japanese, so it's hard for him to enunciate. So he struggles a little bit. But I know Nakamura, in my opinion, Nakamura speaks good English. I've heard him do long interviews and stuff, so I know that he knows the words. He just it's his
the mouthpiece, maybe?
No, it's something else. Just the way his mouth is shaped or whatever. But
he talk like this. It's Nakamura.
Something's up with that. Boa, I've only heard the English that they've prepared for him to say, so I don't know how good he is conversationally. But
anyway,
who needs it? Who needs it? Just subtitle him. You got people doing live subtitle interviews on this fucking show. Now you're going to tell me that he needs to speak English to get over? Get the fuck out of here.
As a matter of fact, if he's doing a live interview, you still subtitle it. You just have somebody come out with cue cards and stand behind him. Short Asian man.
We'll have Sammy Guevara. We'll sign him from AEW. Maybe Sammy Guevara will be in the Royal Rumble.
He'll be the cue card guy. But anyway,
yeah.
So Vet, what I did again enjoy about this match was, these guys beat the shit out of each other. I was afraid that his face was going to be healed, which it wasn't. I don't know how whoever did that latex gimmick on his face did a phenomenal job in makeup. So
what if they just told him, all right, kid, you got to have a real fireball. Sorry, pay your dues.
Pay your dues, brother. He did
third
come
degree
out.
Burns.
He came out with the Uso paint gimmick. He's not like burying the fact that he's an Uso. The fans were hot for this match. And then he did the thing where he jumped off the Empire State Building, as Ben would say, and that was the end of the match. As you can see behind me, that is Boa laid out on the table. Solo Sikoa jumped. See him? He's jumping pretty high. And did a fucking Superfly Jimmy Snuka splash off the fucking top onto the floor through a table. Now, I did overhear him say, hey, you all right? Before he turned him over and pinned him. But other than that, Sikoa wanted to make sure that Boa was good.
What difference would the answer make?
Right?
Oh, you're not all right? I won't pin you then.
I won't. I mean,
I
I could hear it very clearly. You all right?
Right.
Yeah. But anyway.
Well, you know how he's able to, how he trained to jump so high and come down so hard, right? Right?
No.
Streetlights.
Well, let me tell you, Bo is no streetlight, bro.
Nope.
Streetlights don't hit back. Remember that. Remember that. This was damn good, man. So this is 2 back-to-back really fucking solid matches. Time flew because both these matches were, I think, at least 10 minutes long each. So it was 20 minutes to almost 30 minutes of the show gone. And I was like, holy shit, it flew by. My time. So now at this time, I'm still on a Q train, headed to DeKalb Avenue to transfer to the D. We continue.
Okay. Well, so then you had plenty of time to see Duke Hudson getting ready for action, probably stretching or something, or you would think he'd be playing a quick hand of poker or whatever to get ready, but no, apparently that gimmick is done. So thanks for wasting our time with that for however many weeks. And then we get the Imperium explanation / apology package, where he tries to say the thing about like, I don't want to use my name that my parents gave me to, continue to cash in on the legacy of, dude, nobody knew your father was a wrestler. So
He was?
don't even with that. This is not the same. And I want to address this real quick, right? Because ever since we talked about the whole thing last week, we've had all week to listen to other people put out their opinions on whatever. And I see a lot of stuff floating around out there on social media. Some may or may not even be listeners to the show, but they're like, to a lot of things to the effect of, oh, who cares if the WWE changes some fake wrestler's fake name or whatever, or just basically trying to dismiss this like it's no big deal.
It's a big deal.
That attitude of fans like that is why wrestling's in the shitter right now. Because
Agreed.
you let everything go and say, oh, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Yeah, exactly. Who cares? And that's why everything sucks and nobody's watching.
Yep.
Because you're not sticking up for the product you used to love and trying to hold on to stuff that used to mean something. Like, we get it that a guy named Walter, if you signed Walter off the Indies and then you put him at NXT UK and said, your name is Gunther now, okay, we've seen the WWE do that many times. You don't have the guy on your fucking roster for 4 years as Walter getting over as Walter and then just come in and say, nope, not Walter. You don't do that. You just don't. There's no defense of it. Don't try to bring up analogies of like other things where, like bring up other times that it's happened, because it's never been like this. No one's ever done this where they just change their name and they're right in the middle of them, getting over. You had all this time to know that his name was Walter. And if you didn't want Walter, then you should have released Walter with all the other guys you released. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You just made him, you probably made him move all the way to America, which he said he would never do, change his name, which he probably said he would never do. And now that he's all situated and getting ready to go up, you're probably just going to fucking release him the first chance you get. And be like, yeah, he's out of shape.
That vet, man. Just doing what vets do.
He's fat and he's out of shape and we don't like him, and he's got weird skinny arms and he's got a weird head and we don't like him, so we're going to release him after he did all that shit for you and change his name and move to America and all this other stuff. That's what's going to happen.
See, here's the thing. It's either one of two things, Vet. And I do not disagree with anything you said. I think you are 100% spot on with that. But also it's a situation where I believe that WWE is going to push Walter. And I think they see something in Walter, which we've seen for many, many years now. Okay, now maybe Vince McMahon's like, oh, look at this guy. He lost a little weight. Remember we talked about this about 2 weeks ago? He looks a lot better. Maybe they're going to give him that big push to the moon. And what happens when WWE gives somebody a big push to the moon? They're going to want to copyright that name and stake claim to the person's intellectual properties. So they can't own – I don't think they can own Walter. Can they? But maybe they can own Gunther. Because isn't it Walter? That's his real name, right? Walter, right?
Yeah, this is his real name, but like you can trademark things and copyright things under specific use. So like maybe they could have, his name is Walter, but maybe the WWE trademarks all capitals Walter. So like every time you see his name, it's all caps or something like that. Some like little difference to separate it. Like, well, we own this. So now if you go work the indies, you can't use all capitals for your name or,
or the A with the two little dot gimmicks over it that makes the A sound like an aw. You know
what I'm
saying?
the umlaut or something. Like they could do that, but, and I know Cujo's
the what?
The umlaut or I think that's what it's
the vet is
umlaut
fucking...
or I don't know. I'm not, but
Cujo.
I know Cujo's in there like making jokes about people that change their name. We all know that's not the same thing. Oh. Right? Like I'm right, Cujo. First of all, these were real world people that changed their names for whatever reason. But even using Ron Artest as an example, he changed his name to something ridiculous, Meta World Peace, which it's like that's nobody's name. If Ron Artest changed his name to like Steve Higgins or something like that, just another regular name, then you'd be like, why would you do that? But again, it's a human being. They have the right to change their name. But in a fake wrestling company where you're marketing specific characters, to have a character and then just change it like on a dime like that with no explanation, no reasoning, and no real upside to doing it. And let's set aside the fact that you accidentally changed it to a Nazi. Forget all that. Let's just whatever you change it to, you change his name to Meta World Peace. It just doesn't make sense. He's already Walter. You should have changed it when he got there if you wanted to change it. That's the point.
Lawrence, or my good friend Larry, says it must have had something to do with intellectual property that pre-exists in England, and they couldn't get it approved here in the States. That's his leverage point, and he ain't budging.
Well, he said he'd never move here, and he, yeah, see,
Meta World Higgins.
Great name. Yeah, look, Walter, for whatever reason, is deciding that he's going to go along with all the dumb shit that the WWE does to people, which in the past he never had. And I don't know what's making him do it now. The only thing I can think of is, I don't know if he's still dating Ginny from the UK or whatever, but maybe he felt like her job was in jeopardy and he didn't want to do anything for them to like punish her. Because he'll be fine. If he leaves the WWE, Walter, trust me, will be just fine. But maybe Ginny wouldn't. So maybe he was thinking about something like that. That's just a, thinking outside the box conspiracy theory on my part. But I just don't know why he would all of a sudden, abandon his principles. That's just the choppers overhead. Don't worry, they're coming to get me. But I don't think they can find me down here.
You don't think so? Oh my God!
No,
are they really coming? Is that Ben Hameen?
It could be. He doesn't just text me like he does you. He makes in-person chopper visits.
And he's gone.
He's out of there.
The vet does live on an army base. People don't know about that.
It's classified. But anyway, we got this explanation package from Imperium. So what do you think?
I thought it was the shits, and I thought it was the easy way out.
Subtitles.
Subtitles and everything like that. Here we have Walter's Instagram. Is this the young lady you're talking about here?
Yes.
This young lady right here.
The great Ginny. Let's bring Ginny into the Rumble. Dude, Ginny's in my top 5 women.
Is she a good wrestler? I don't know who she is.
Yeah, she's fucking great.
Huh. Okay, I genuinely don't know who she is. But he's still on Instagram. He is still, let me see, Walter Ott. So he's not Gunta. Yo,
Good
look
for
at
him.
Walter back here, dude. Look how good he looks. Hold on. Look at this.
Yeah, man, he's in there working hard.
Bro, Walter looks fantastic, man. Good for him, man.
Another thing he said he'd never do. Have
Right?
abs.
Now he does.
WWE made me move to the States, change my name, and get abs. I'm pissed.
Wow, Walter looks great, man. Bless him, man. I think Walter's money, bro.
I
If they
know,
book him
man.
right. He is fucking
Same.
money. And again, I will never not thank you enough for having me sit and watch those 2 matches with he and Ilya Dragunov, which Ilya Dragunov will never wrestle in the WWE's main roster. Just letting you know.
Never say never.
I don't think so.
When they start running those shows in Moscow,
brother.
Yeah, Lab Rat. Most actors change their name before becoming famous, right?
Right.
Like before. Tom Hanks can't change his name now.
Didn't somebody in the NBA just change their name?
Probably. Who knows?
Like a famous guy. What's his name? The guy used to play with the Knicks, the center.
LeBron Breaker.
You popped me there. No, not LeBron. All right, what happens next here?
Well, Duke Hudson actually comes out for his match against Guru Raj. The match is what it is. It's supposed to be a squash for Duke Hudson, but I did notice on the pin, like, these guys go out of their way sometimes, even to the point of being awkward, to like find the hard camera for certain shots, like especially the pin, and they don't even get the shot. Like he was like clearly positioning himself to face the hard cam, and his Cantor Freedom.
Enos Cantor, yeah, and Enos Cantor. Now his last name is Enos Cantor Freedom. Yes, thank you guys.
Good for him. He's allowed to do that. No, the NBA didn't make him do that.
No.
So they'll be like trying to get the hard cam shot, and they're just using the shot from the floor cam. Like, You spend all this time telling guys, hey, find the hard cam, find the hard cam, find the hard cam. Then
Ow.
fuck you, ha ha ha. We're not using the hard cam, sucker. Yeah. But the important thing about this is Dante Chen comes out, and him and Duke Hudson getting into it is enough for them to empty the locker room and cause a pull apart. Like, oh man, God, we can't let these guys touch. Jeez, Duke Hudson and Dante Chen. This is the new Lashley and Lesnar thing coming up. Don't make any mistakes about that. These guys deserve a pull apart, right?
Dante Chen did leave his chin backstage though.
He did.
He's got the, he has that look that do you remember that old Looney Tunes cartoon? Nope. Remember the fucking vulture?
Oh, the vulture.
Nope. Remember? He has like that kind of goofy look.
That's Dante Chen.
That's Dante Chen.
Damn.
Yep. Anyway,
Okay, well,
didn't he hurt him? Didn't he hurt Dante Chen? Didn't he attack the leg or something like that?
Yeah, we all know from the heartbreaking package last week that Dante Chen has a surgically repaired knee or leg or something, and Duke Hudson, like a bastard, just took it right out from him. So who knows if we'll ever see Dante Chen in a WWE ring again.
And for those people that never seen, who don't know what Dante Chen looks like, and this is only for the people that are watching live here, I have a picture of him right here.
Yep. From Singapore.
Dante Chen in his prime.
As Bugs Bunny makes a wrong turn at Albuquerque and ends up in Singapore with Dante Chen.
There you go.
Right. So, yeah.
Fucking Mark.
So moving on, we get the third-rate Iconics getting interviewed.
Hey.
And KLR walks in, your favorite, Ray. She walks in, she says, I'm Kaylee Ray, I have a bat.
Bro, I have a new name for her.
What's that?
It's Stung. She's
a woman called Stung. Dun,
Yeah.
dun,
So she's not Sting. She's got a green bat. Mm-hmm. She wears a trench coat. Mm-hmm. And she's pale as a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Stung.
Nice.
So I will now call her Stung.
Stung.
It's Stung.
Nice.
That would go over. You don't think that would go over?
I think it would. I like it.
So she ruined the night for me. By the way, I threw my phone against the by this time I'm already on the D train into Brooklyn, and I threw my phone down to the ground. Thank God I have this really good case. Excellent case. By the way.
Yeah, because you do make those knee jerk reactions sometimes, and you need to be saved from yourself.
I do, and I think I hit a homeless guy that was sleeping underneath the bench. Underneath the.
I mean, he should have had a home then if he didn't want to get hit with a phone.
Right. Well, that was his home, technically.
Just saying, he should have had a real one.
It's a 9-car condominium.
What's the rent on those?
It's a $275 US to get on and free to get off. And hey, sometimes you don't even have to pay. You just jump over the whole turnstile gimmick.
Right. All right.
Nope.
So here's things are about to pick up because we get the Toxic Attraction entrance.
Oh yes, we do.
So we get that, and then we go to break, and then we come back and we get the Legados del Fantasma interview.
Yes.
And then we get the 6-woman tag match. Hold on.
What, Larry? What are you talking about? Kaylee Ray moves the needle
to his vein.
Oh.
I can only assume that he's saying like as if you took a heroin and passed out due to, I think that's where he was going with that.
This guy, he's gonna win a Hammy. He might win a Hammy. This guy, Larry.
Don't let it happen, Cujo. You can do better than that.
He might win a Hammy award, buddy. Just putting it out there.
So yeah, this was Toxic Attraction versus third-rate Iconics and Kaylee Ray, right? Sure. Did you like how they come back from break and Kaylee Ray's just doing her little pose thing?
Absolutely.
What wrestler did that? Because it was always in those Aki wrestling games as like a taunt. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like,
yeah,
I assume they took it from a Japanese wrestler, but I don't know what Japanese wrestler that was. If anybody in the chat is familiar with a Japanese wrestler that does Kaylee Ray's little side to side taunt,
Didn't Muda do that?
Who?
Muda, didn't he do that?
Not like
The
that.
hands like that?
No, not straight out like that. No, I don't think so.
Oh, fucking this guy, Disco Inferno.
No, not Disco.
Oh no, it's not this, right?
Yeah, no. Anyways, we'll rely on the chat for that. My only question for this match, because I'll ask your thoughts on the match here, but the question I have is, I thought I heard Wade Barrett say, did she get yeeted into the turnbuckle? Did I hear that correctly? Did Wade Barrett say yeeted? Cujo, did he say yeeted?
Did he say, what is a yeeted? Is that some street terminology now the kids are using?
You know what yeet is, right? Right?
I know what skeet is.
Well, no, yeet.
No, what is yeet? I don't know what it is. I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
Well, it means to like chuck something as hard as you can.
No, I've never heard that term before, bro.
Okay. Well, we'll get together after the show and talk about it.
Oh God, why?
But I was just asking if Wade Barrett has said that. So if anybody can confirm, if Wade actually did say yeeted into the turnbuckle, because I thought I heard that, but I wasn't going to rewind it to listen again. Anyway, thoughts on this match with all your favorite wrestlers in one place?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I will say one thing real quick.
Okay.
One thing. What's her name? You're talking about the Indy Hartwell, Kaylee Ray, right? Bro, I cannot take my eyes off of Gigi Dolan.
I bet you can't. Neither can the camera.
Wow. Like, she is just, that's nice. That's nice. I like. I'm serious. Like, I'm this serious.
And we serious like a late period.
I think you want, by the look on your face, I think you want to give her a late period, don't you?
Oh, wow. You know what? Bet you win. You win the hammy. Let me get a hammy here. I'm sending you a hammy now. Let me get one on Amazon. Hold on. It's HAMMIE. I always thought it should be HHMMY, but whatever.
HH?
I mean HAMMY. I thought it would be hammy, but it's HAM. Hey, listen, Vince Russo's live. Don't switch over. He just popped up on my Twitch.
All right.
Anywho.
So anyway, confirmation from Mike Martin and Lab Rat that yes, he did say yeeted. Okay. Just making sure. Someone taught Wade Barrett yeeted, so good for him.
Indy Hartwell, they go over, right? They win. Yeah, Kelly.
Yeah, I think so. I don't even remember or care.
I'll just put it over. I'm sorry. Persia Parada hit the it's like a fireman's carry into an X Factor, which actually looked really good, and she pinned the delicious Gigi Dolan.
Yeah, it was like a F5 factor.
It's nice, dude.
Yeah, that's her one thing.
That girl's money too, bro.
Yeah.
She got to take them fucking earrings out of her face, though. That's such a turn off for me.
Yeah.
Are you into that?
No,
I don't like that.
Every time I'm very attracted to Rhea Ripley, but every time I see her, she has more jewelry in the face, and I'm just like, come
I know.
on.
Hey, you know who I saw in a very short clip of softcore porn? Shotzi Blackheart.
Oh, really? What was the?
It's I think she did a movie or something like that before she was still wrestling on the indies, and she's riding some dude and she's topless. You don't see full penetration, but it's her, 100%.
100%, it's her.
Yeah, she got the tattoo on the side.
Well, the chat will know. They'll put the name of the movie and the release here. Canada Spaceman should put the whole stats of the movie up here.
Somebody put a link. Put a link in the chat, please.
And the link, yeah.
Please, thank you.
But I think
yes, sir.
I think the interesting thing here with Toxic Attraction and everything is how Idris and Malik are talking about how they want to ask Mandy out. Like he thinks isn't it Malik who Idris is encouraging to ask out Mandy Rose?
Yes.
What'd you think of this?
And
do you think he has a shot?
You know what, man? So I was out of curiosity, I got on his Instagram, and the guy is very charismatic. I think that whoever's writing for him is holding him back, that kid, because he's got a ton of charisma, and he is, listen, that's not my style, but I could see him, how you say, he's got star quality. Does it make sense? The kid is he could be something, man. He's like a young Kofi, man. Just
Now you're talking about Idris, right?
yeah, Idris Elba, yeah. Or Inofi. I don't know. One of the guys.
Yeah, one of those.
Damn, that sounds so wrong.
Yeah.
The one with the blonde hair?
Yeah.
That guy.
Mark Quinn? What?
The one that was less excited.
I see.
Okay.
And and remember, Malik Blade is the nephew of Chocolate Thunder Daryl Dawkins. I'll be sure to remind everyone every week. I mean, I'm just going what the internet tells me. It's not like I was in the delivery room.
All right, you weren't well.
So we'll see. We'll see if this ongoing storyline pays off. And we'll get a sort of a version of, Mandy's definitely gone out with less desirable people in the past than Malik Blade, like Otis. So we can definitely see if they do another 5-6 month run, wasting our time. Grizzly Young Veterans enter.
I was gonna say, it would be fucking phenomenal if WWE could pull this off. Have Mandy dating what's this guy, this fucking piece of shit that dates all the hot chicks in Hollywood, and now he's with Kim Kardashian. Chat, what's the guy that's dating Kim Kardashian now?
Kanye West?
The comedian. No, the SNL comedian.
Oh, Pete Davidson?
Yes.
That's weird.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Please. All right, so yes, Grizzly Young Veterans.
Yeah, they just do their entrance. No big deal. Then when we come back, it's Cora Jade is continuing her campaign to get Raquel to join her for the Dusty Classic, which you would think I think these brackets should have already been made. I mean, the tournament, it should be too late, but she's still trying to convince him. So they're in the gym here, and she's, they do a little skit here. I mean, what'd you think of the skit, though? Like, do you think Cora showed a little more personality? You think she's coming into her skin a little bit?
I am glad that you brought that up. Yes. This looked like a real conversation. How fucking simple. Didn't look like it was scripted. They were just going back and forth. Cora Jade had good facials. Please be nice, chat.
Did you like that? I'm going to lift this weight. And then she just gave up immediately.
And she just keeps talking. She showed a lot of character in this segment, and she shined. I think she shined. I just really wanted to see those two go at it.
In a sexual, lesbian way, right?
All right, so we got Chase U. Who's next? What happened?
Just making sure. Chase U comes in.
Ooh, what?
So now we've got our final match of the first round of the Dusty. It's Grizzly Young Veterans versus the Chase University.
Wait, hold on.
Did somebody say Andre Chase? No, no one said that.
Oh, somebody said it. Somebody fucking said it. The announcer said it. I said it. Everyone said it. The whole cheering section said it. The Chase University cheering section.
Love this. This
is
a good match.
You like the match, huh?
I did.
Okay, talk about it for a little bit, and then I'll add the little bit at the end.
Bro, Andre Chase and Bodie Hayward are so fun as a tag team. That kid, Bodie Hayward, he just exudes charisma. I love when Andre Chase is like, "Give me a C," and he stomps the guy. Yeah. "Give me a H, A-S-E-U." Love that shit. Bodie Hayward even has this gimmick where he does like these weird, like front splashes.
Because it's like the football drill.
Yes,
where you run in place and then drop. I don't know what the name of it is. I'm not an athlete, but
yes, stop.
Yeah, but that, so it incorporates a little bit of footballish stuff in there, which is cool. You know what's great about this gimmick here, Ray?
What's that?
Is you could take a green guy like Bodie, and you take a slightly less green guy like Andre Chase, and he can literally call spots to him, and that's the gimmick.
Yeah.
So you can blatantly call out shit that you want him to do, and it just seems like that's what the teacher is telling the student, when in reality he is telling him what you need to do next.
Right.
Go for a cover, like that kind of stuff. Like the stuff that somebody might forget to do. Now Chase can like cover that shit up. It's a really beneficial gimmick for him. And And while we're talking about this, I want to back up a little bit to a few days in the past, when on 205 Live, they had Bodie in a singles match against James Drake. So it was kind of like a little preview of this match here that we got. This Bodie did not look as good in this singles match because he was forced to do more and he messed some of it up. But nonetheless, like you said, he's got charisma and there may be some future there. Also on this, in case anybody was interested, Draco Anthony got a win over some kid that I don't remember his name.
Ooh.
And Lash Legend defeated Fallon Henley in a match that, well, let's just say there's a reason Lash Legend's not on
she got
NXT proper.
Give me a C. Yeah. Greatest theme song in WWE history, ladies and gentlemen.
Really, history. Even better than that Royal Rumble theme you had earlier?
You know, I was listening to on the train.
What was that?
I was just, I had on Google, it uploaded like all the songs I had on my old Androids onto my iPhone. And I had this playlist that's just full of wrestling music. And one of the songs was a Jimmy Hart song. Eat Your Heart Out, Rick Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard that song?
I think so. I've definitely heard of it.
Really fucking good. And as a matter of fact, it's so good. I said, you know what? I'm not going to do it here, because we don't get struck. But if you go over to channelattitude.com and listen to the replay at the end of this podcast, I will play Jimmy Hart's Eat Your Heart Out, Rick Springfield. It's really, really fucking good. Jimmy Hart is very talented.
Dude, Jimmy Hart did like almost all that music in WCW. You know what I mean? Like the Steiner Brothers song, the Man Called Sting song, the Hulk Hogan American Made song, like all that shit is like Jimmy Hart. You know what I mean? So
that was a great. I think Hulk Hogan's WCW song.
Oh, stop it!
Is almost as iconic as his original gimmick.
It's not even close.
He's American made.
The best I can say is it's not bad for a backup, but
it's a really good backup song.
Yeah.
Not Chase
so
U,
speaking of backup, by the way,
yes sir.
Chase U had no chance of winning this, and they sure didn't. And then the Ridge came in, and he attacked Chase U.
Yes.
And we learn that he is now part of the Robert Stone brand, as you see when he puts the jacket on.
That's cool. I like that whole thing, and I think that everybody that he recruits should get a jacket. Just like, like when you win the big golf tournament and they give you the gold jacket, that would be cool. I think each jacket should have a Robert Stone insignia on it. Bobby Heenan, remember he used to wear his blazers with the Bobby Heenan logo on it? I think that would be great, man. That would be a nice little gimmick. And when they're ever doing interviews, they'll look like Evolution. Evolution is a misery.
Well, all I know is that everybody that Robert Stone gets attached to goes off of TV for several weeks. So let's hope that doesn't happen here.
No, I think the Cranial Ridge is this is a good guy to put with him. Remember,
he's going to bring Robert Stone up, is what you're saying. You're going to bring him up rather than the other way around, because they've had Robert Stone under contract for like 5 years now. And
is it true that the jacket didn't fit? Elizabeth said the jacket didn't fit. Cranial Ridge.
It may have barely fit. I didn't really check the length of the arms, though. It's going to be hard to find you're not going to get anything off the rack, that's for sure.
No. His arms are longer than his legs.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question for Cujo. Is he going to recruit jacket time? That seems like the obvious choice. But
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. And also Cujo said Jimmy Hart wrote like some #1 single for a band. I believe he's referring to like the Gentry's Keep On Dancing.
Sure.
I think that's what it is. But I knew that, but I didn't want to say it because everybody says that, and I don't want to sound like everybody. But so Waller gets a promo package here. He introduces Sangha, who's Veer's old tag team partner. But Sanga's already here, so
is he?
He's already that much more over than Veer in a way.
Word.
Time will tell on that, though.
You got
standard Waller stuff. Well, you don't really.
No.
Nah. Just this is the least we can expect from him. Io Shirai does her entrance. Here's where we get the Odyssey Jones update. that he's
Right.
going to be out till the fall. And they're doing this announcer on cam where Wade and Vic are just standing there, and behind them is Tiffany. She's like leaning over the ropes, and the camera just cannot bother to pan up just a few inches just to see her face. It's just like you just see her boots right behind him, and she's clearly like trying to get their attention or something, and they completely missed the spot. So that was weird that they did that, just ignoring poor Tiffany. So this was where, you know, Tiffany and Io, they kind of just had like a basic match. They didn't really do anything fantastic. I think Io's smart enough to know, like, look, I can't do that much with the kids, so we'll just keep it basic. Tiffany got to hit her handspring thing like she didn't quite hit last time. She did much better here.
Yeah.
But you know, there's still a ways to go, but this is for Io to pick up the win. So any thoughts on this, Ray?
No, I just I looked at it as, you know, a young kid coming in against the veteran. The veteran goes over, which I think it should be that way most of the time, especially when the veteran is still young and in her prime.
Is it too early to put Tiffany in that position, or should she still be picking up wins?
No, I don't think so, because, you know, she's the type of girl that. So this is all right. Good question, and I saw it this way. After she loses, what does she do? She complains to daddy. She complains to daddy. She always gets her way. So now she's not getting her way. So I think it's going to evolve into something where she, you know, I don't know, maybe she gets a personal trainer / manager, you know, daddy sends somebody to help her. Who knows? A bodyguard, something. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with her losing right now. She's not really that good though, dude.
Oh, I mean, come on. She's been doing it for what, 10 minutes?
I don't know. Well, then she shouldn't be on TV. I know you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, but yeah, well, you know, as whatever you think of her, I've seen worse here on this program, so I'm not going to bury her too bad. Okay. But I will say that if I was going to do the angle where you complain to daddy, I would have just had her lose out the gate too. Like, make that her gimmick. Like, she complains about losing all the time. Why give her a win and then just take it away? So next is a Diamond Mine promo.
Yes. Before
from
we jump into
everybody this time.
I'm sorry. Before
right?
we jump into the main event, I have to say something. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, I don't want to miss.
Yeah, so I love this Diamond Mine promo again from Malcolm Bivens, just killing it as usual. But this time we got to hear from everybody in the family except Ivy. She's still silent.
What
but
did he
deadly.
say? What was his funny line that he said?
I
can't fucking remember. He said something that popped me on the train. I'm already like around 50-something street in Brooklyn.
Oh, he said, well, I don't know if this was what popped you, but he said, Gunther, what a stupid name. Yeah. What kind of parents would name their kid Gunther? Should have named you dumbass. Yeah. You know, or something like that. Yeah.
Something like, yes, that was excellent. That was excellent. That was cool.
Yeah, and then, you know, but we got the Creed brothers coming in, each saying something. Roderick Strong coming in saying something. So Diamond Mine's in full effect here, and they want the 6-man tag next week. So let's book it.
Yeah, man.
And then we get Trick and Mello. They introduce Ollie J. Weirdly, her song is sort of like they intersplice footage of like Cameron Grimes and Tony D'Angelo while she's rapping about something completely unrelated. They're showing like
whose theme song is that?
I don't know if it's anybody's theme, but it's just it's a song. So Ollie J here, Ray, this is your first look at this woman. I don't know what percentage of her is actual human being and what is just, you know, artificial parts, but what'd you think?
I think she's fucking phenomenal looking. She has zero charisma as a performer.
Okay.
Listen, let's be real. She's fucking hot as all hell, right? She's a beautiful woman. It looked like she was just reading lines off a cue card. That makes any sense. If I don't know who she is, like I don't even know how to spell. How do you spell her name? Is it Ollie Jay? I don't.
Yeah.
Like, is it?
Yeah. She's Ollie like the skateboard move, and Jay like what you just said.
Because I can't find her anywhere. I'm Googling her name and I just can't find her anywhere. I'm putting
she might not exist.
Ollie J NXT. Let me try that. She's not fucking popping up anywhere.
Oh man. Okay.
So nobody's
Tony pops up Tony D'Angelo pops up and he's talking to his hat backstage, and then he kind of switches his promo over to Cameron Grimes and does a little promo on that. There's a lot of stuff that's like, it's really nothing we can add to it. It's just guys talking for like 30 seconds and then move on. So I don't know what all the other recap shows out there on the internet are doing with this, but I don't really think we have much to say about it.
Oh, wait a second. You said Ali.
All right, well, he figures the world out. I'm going to go back to Tiffany here. She's on the phone complaining to Daddy about the refs. And then we see Wendy sitting there, and she's like, don't feel bad. Everybody loses to you. And then she knocks her drink on the ground, and Wendy's like, oh, my free refill. And then she calls her okay, now we're getting, you can stream this music, Ray. I mean, what you're talking about. You can't find her. You can stream this right now on
I finally
SoundCloud.
This is the great Ali J.
Oh my God, that's not real. Come on.
You don't think that's real?
She is
specimen.
Something. She's definitely created in a lab somewhere.
But so she's a rapper or something of some sort? I never heard of her.
She was rapping out there in the ring. Didn't you listen to her song?
I did. Oh God.
It's what I does is what she said.
Is what I does?
Yeah, that was her lyric. You don't remember the lyric?
Well, this is the young lady that was in the ring yesterday. I'm trying to find her on NXT.
Yeah, that's got to be a fake.
Oh, here she is. Here we go.
It's got to be.
You think so?
Has to be, bro. Well, look at her front gimmicks. I mean, she did the thing that's like way too big for her body type.
Right.
So you just know that she was probably just this was all done on a table. This body was gotten on a table.
Get the tables then, brother.
Yeah, get the table. I'm not hating. That's just what I see. So
just a little bit.
So I can't compliment her on her hard work. Let's say.
You think Trick and Mellow,
little spit roast action. Well, the important thing to remember is that Wendy Chu says,
wrestling.
I'm not a freak. I'm just comfortable. So
right.
Words to live by, guys. You ever feel like a freak out there? You think that the world isn't treating you right? Just remember, you're comfortable. And that's what's really important.
Good for her.
So I guess this is the main event. So did you have something before the main event?
Okay, yeah. Well, I just wanted to make an announcement again. This will be the last time I play this here at the Next Level Wrestling Review. And ladies and gentlemen, a week from today, myself and Colin will be re-debuting this. "2020 was full of misery. I mean, the year was absolutely ridiculous. So Colin and Big Ray decided to randomly put together this podcast so that 2020 wouldn't suck so much. A whole bunch of things changed and the boys had things to do, so they stopped doing the podcast. But because of one random tweet by Strangler Steve King, the boys realized it's still 2020 here in 2022. So coming this February, it's the return of the Ridiculously Random Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at YourRandomPod for more information. Our show will be available on all podcatchers, Twitch, and on YouTube. Send us an email, yourrandompod@gmail.com. We'll toss it into the mail sack and read it live on the show. And of course, it wouldn't be ridiculously random without our random top 5. I'm fucking excited. I am fucking excited. Are you excited? I can see you're excited in your face.
Dude, I can hardly contain myself.
I know.
Let's just focus on the rest of this NXT show.
Thank God they can't see what's happening underneath that table.
Damn right.
God damn it. So yeah, I just got word that we're going to be on Hami Media, the PW Hustle, PWC. We'll also be on the Big Vito brand. And we'll be available on Twitch, YouTube, and anywhere you listen to your podcast. And there's a huge announcement coming, but I can't even say what it is because eventually we may be exclusive at one place. We got an offer for one place. You'll be able to listen for free. So I cannot confirm or deny anything. But I can confirm that this is the main event of the evening. We have your boy Tony D'Angelo versus Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes.
Poor Tony. He got the jobber entrance here.
He did.
That's just should have known. It was foreshadowing because with the help of Pete Dunne's cricket bat, Grimes goes over in this.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. So I don't know. For me, this was kind of weird. The match sagged in the middle for some reason. They were doing weird shit. Like, I just didn't understand what they were doing. Like, Tony D'Angelo did like a double leg and then just went for a pin. Like, yes. I was like, what?
Yeah.
In the middle of the match? Like, I could see you starting with that. Like you're trying to surprise the guy and like get a quick pin, but not in the heat. And I can't say enough bad things about Cameron Grimes in this match. Like, first of all, yeah, just look, I've never been a fan of his, but here's a few things on display here that really just show why I don't like him. Here's an example. What trivia question for you, Ray? The great Tito Santana, right? We're all familiar with Tito Santana,
of course,
right?
El Matador.
Yeah, and before that, but even as El Matador, what was Tito Santana's famous finishing maneuver?
Flying burrito. Oh, the flying forearm.
Flying forearm. And what is that? It's basically like he's cross-bodying, except for he just hits the guy in the head with his forearm, right? Other than that, he flies at a man sideways, uses his whole body weight to, hit a guy in the face with the forearm and knock him out. Now imagine that, but you can't be bothered to leave your feet. You just kind of like lean over and hit the guy with the forearm. That's Cameron Grimes' comeback. Is like 3 of those. I fucking hate that for a comeback. The old leaning forearm, just the laziest thing. Can't even throw a clothesline. You can't even extend your arm all the way. You're just gonna lean into a guy and say, "Hey man, could you just like take a bump for me? Like I'm just gonna kind of lean into you a little bit. Is that cool?" What an asshole.
I know.
And then he's got that phony collision course move that nobody knows how to take. And they almost always look like I'm afraid they're going to break their neck on it because they won't fully rotate all the way around or whatever. It's also physically impossible to do, especially when he's way smaller than everybody he does it to. I remember him doing that move to Keith Lee, and I was like, man, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, how dare you? And he slipped on the moonsault too. Let's not completely leave that out. Which accidents can happen to anybody, but since it's Cameron Grimes, I'm just going to pile on and laugh at him for slipping on the moonsault and embarrassing himself. Just really basically the shits from Cameron Grimes. And Tony D'Angelo, he's decent, but he needs somebody that's like a little bit better than that to get the most out of him.
Right.
And Cameron Grimes has been doing this too long to be this bad at it.
They had no chemistry, dude. They were not good dance partners during this match. And when it's a situation like that, Vet, and tell me if I'm wrong, you should say, Ray, you're stupid and you're wrong. Hit the dummy button and stuff. That is Cameron Grimes' job. You're right. It's him. He has to lead. He has to call the match or whatever. This other kid is green still. He may have been a college wrestler or anything like that. It's different.
He looked like the less green guy in this match.
Yeah,
He looked like he was trying to cover for Cameron Grimes' dumbass.
Wasn't good.
that shouldn't be the position he's in. Lawrence Weaver says that Minoru Suzuki forearm. He wishes it was a Minoru Suzuki forearm. I wish Minoru Suzuki would get in the ring and fuck Cameron Grimes up. That'd be great. I'd pay any amount of money to see that. But unfortunately, despite popular belief, Minoru Suzuki is a total pro, and he probably wouldn't shoot on Cameron Grimes. Anyways, neither here nor there. Point is, Pete Dunne's still mad, so comes out and hits him with a bat, cricket bat. Hits him with a cricket bat.
That's something we haven't ever seen, I don't think, Vet. Tell me the last time you saw a cricket bat.
We did see this. I think it was Pete Dunne again, too. It may have been when it was like all the British guys together Like back when they had like what's that guy's name? You know, or he wasn't British, but Oni Lorcan, and remember Danny Birch, and
the guy from
when
Boston.
they were like a thing. I think there was a thing where like all of those guys had cricket bats once, and I remember seeing the cricket bats, and I was like, oh my god, those look so phony. But then I googled it, and that's what they look like now. They don't look like
cricket bat.
Well, they look different now. You know how like sports equipment changes over time. You know, like you look at the old NFL helmets and shit like that, and now look at them. But the cricket bat, yeah, they look like a foam bat with a curve and everything. Like,
can you explain this comment from Liz?
Elizabeth says she liked the cricket bat.
Oh, I didn't see the like part. All I saw was I did the cricket bat. Anyway, forget it. No, just keep going.
How dare you cast aspersions on
That's
Elizabeth?
I can't see.
All right. Well, all right.
You will never see me in my glasses, guys, ever. So
you don't want to do the Strangler Steve?
Nope. I look like totally.
It make you look very distinguished, especially if you had a little kitty cat, or an elephant.
Yeah. Hey, how's Gary?
Gary's good. He's good.
Is Gary anywhere there or no?
He's right here. You know, he doesn't want to take away from the star power of the show.
Shine away from the show.
Yeah, he's not like no Cameron Grimes or nothing. He knows the business. So
Gary's a good guy.
So
sorry,
yeah,
Elizabeth.
So you kind of I get from your vibe, Ray, that you kind of agree with me about the match being a little off, huh?
Yeah, it was not good, man. It was not good. It was and it didn't hold my interest either. But you know, the one thing I like. All right, let's talk about this whole show overall because we still have a little bit to go. Mm-hmm. But every match had stakes. There was a reason for every single match, right? Except, there was the poker guy. There was a reason for that match as well. So this match had stakes, and obviously, whoever won this match got to face Melo for the NXT North American Heavyweight Championship. It's still too early for this kid. What's his name? Big Vito Jr. to get a title match. So we'll see. I have a feeling they're going to put the belt on your boy Cameron Grimes, though, bro.
Yeah, they might.
I think that's where they're going with this, but who knows?
Or maybe Melo gets a decisive win and then they release Cameron Grimes. What about that?
Oh no, I don't want them to release. I like Cameron Grimes. This is a solid question, right here by Medium M5.
So our final segment of the evening is Rick Steiner Jr. almost gets kidnapped in the parking lot.
Almost.
But luckily Ciampa shows up with the Code Adam to save the day, and so now we have an unlikely alliance. But is it unlikely, or was this inevitable?
I think this was inevitable. It's one of those situations. Remember how I was telling you about the whole show I watched, the 60 Days in the jail? I think Braun Breaker earned the pod boss's respect. He's got a bunk. He's got a bunk in the jail. You know, because some guys they have to sleep outside. There's not enough room. Mm-hmm. No, he's got his room. You know, where they make their hooch. Mm-hmm. Hey,
Pruno, I believe they call it.
And they smoke their crack weed. You know what crack weed? What's it called? Crack stick? A crack stick. You know what a crack stick is? I learned something new.
Is it like a rock but a long stick?
So, in prisons apparently now you're not allowed to smoke because tobacco is contraband, but you can use an e-pen, like I have here, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
So now what they do is they take the inside of the e-pen, they wrap it in toilet paper, and they soak it in coffee, and that gives them like a high. The caffeine and whatever's in the e-pen, they get like a fucking buzz. That's also considered contraband. But you can do that because Braun Breaker can smoke his crack gimmick because he's got respect in the pod. And yes, Mike Martin, 60 Days In is dope. I'm telling you, Vet, you would really like it, dude. I'm serious.
He doesn't know me after all, guys. Thought he knew me after all this time.
Anyway, all in all, veteran, What did you think of this show?
Meh. There was minimal Wendy Chu. There was an appearance by Andre Chase and Tony D'Angelo, but they were doing jobs, so I'm not happy. And I guess if you count Wendy getting her free refill unceremoniously smacked to the ground by
That's not cool.
a bratty rich girl, that's doing a job too. So all the best wrestlers did jobs, and I'm sad.
Don't be sad, Vet. Don't be sad.
I'm not really that sad.
What are you doing with Gary now? You choking Gary?
No,
Leave Gary alone.
Gary's fine. You guys really just need to see Gary at all times. Is he that over?
Gary is over.
Gary's
Chat,
over?
chat. If Gary's over, put a G in the chat. Come on.
There we go.
How can he not be over? You know what you need to do? You need to get Gary a hook shirt.
Oh yeah.
Where is your hook shirt? Who's Gary? Gary the elephant, dude. That's our see, look, 1G for Gary. Bobo, thank you.
Yeah.
Anywho.
The hook shirt's like a little across the room.
Triple G. Yeah, 3 G's. That's 4 G's for Gary. So Gary's over, Vet. So I don't know if you can maybe like kind of staple him to the flag you got back there or something.
I'll see what I can do. Maybe I'll get a shelf for Gary, just so that everyone could see that he's perfectly fine and not being I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
No, he's not gonna say it. But you know what then, Vet? Okay, of course I don't have it.
Then you shouldn't have said it.
Elephants are the best. Anyway. Oh wait, what? Elizabeth has an elephant. What elephants are the best? I have an Effie. Is that the wrestler from GCW, Effie? Same one?
It's a micro brawler, Effie.
Anywho, man. Hey, man. What you got going on, bro? You doing any other podcasts this week?
Not on the schedule, but just the normal Impact Attack, as always. Kind of a shitty episode last week. Just a mooseless episode, which is basically a useless episode. See what I did there?
That is...
Yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah, it was like halfway through the show, Scott D'Amore's like, well, Moose isn't here tonight. And I'm like, why am I watching this shit, really? I don't know. I should just turn this off right now. But as a professional, I finished the episode so I could give you guys a fair and unbiased recap, which you can catch on channelattitude.com, where you can get all your Hameen Media Group shows and your Russo's Brand shows.
Yeah.
I strongly recommend signing up for both.
It's really fucking good, man.
Put that coffee down.
No.
And sign up.
I have my own coffee. I'm starting to bring coffee to work with me.
Yeah?
Russo brand coffee.
Roasters.
Yeah, that's what I said. Roasters.
Get you some, guys. Get you some.
Anyway, listen, guys. I'm going to put this link right now in the chat. I would love you guys, if you don't mind, to head over and just give us a follow over at twitch.tv/ridiculouslyrandompod. Okay, we're going to be there. We're going to also, if you type in Ridiculously Random Pod on YouTube, we have the YouTube channel there too, but you'll be able to find us here on Hameen Media, everywhere, man. It's going to be crazy. And then again, like I said, I can't really look, Cole XX Blooded XX is a Gary fan.
Cold-blooded.
Cool. Yeah.
Holy smokes and Jesus.
What?
That's the lyrics.
I don't know what song that is.
I know most people only know Rick James from Dave Chappelle playing him, but he actually did do music.
Oh, that's right. Cold Blood. Yes. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I always say this. I would do this for a living, but if I couldn't, I'd do it anyway. Why? Because I love talking wrestling. In the words of the legendary Bill Apter.
We'll see you at the matches.
And we'll see you here next week, God willing, at your next level wrestling review. Anything you want to say to these people before we go? I'm Rick James, bitch. You want to say that?
Nah, I couldn't possibly. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, guys. And don't forget, Ridiculously Random Pod. See you next week, guys. Love you all. Peace out.